Praise God. Welcome to another episode of Bible Study. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. We pick up in Genesis chapter 45, and we find Joseph making a profound announcement. Joseph could no longer control his emotions in front of everyone who was standing around him. So he cried out, "Have everyone leave me." Everyone left him, and he told his brothers who he was. But wait a minute, didn't everyone just leave? How could anyone else hear him? Well, it turns out his voice carried, and two people heard him, the Egyptians and Pharaoh's household. So now Joseph has to explain to his brothers who he is, and then he has to explain to Pharaoh who he is. Let's get into it. No one else was there when Joseph told his brothers who he was. He cried so loudly that the Egyptians heard him, and Pharaoh's household heard about it. Joseph said to his brothers, "I am Joseph. Is my father still alive?" His brothers could not answer him because they were afraid of him. "Please come closer to me," Joseph said to his brothers. When they did so, he said, "I am Joseph, the brother you sold into slavery in Egypt. Now don't be sad or angry with yourselves that you sold me. God sent me ahead of you to save lives. The famine has been in the land for 2 years. There will be 5 more years without plowing or harvesting. God sent me ahead of you to make sure that you would have descendants on the earth and to save your lives in an amazing way. It wasn't you who sent me here, but God. He has made me like a father to Pharaoh, Lord over his entire household, and ruler of Egypt. Hurry back to my father and say to him, 'This is what your son Joseph says. God has made me Lord of Egypt. Come here to me right away. Live in the land of Goshen, where you will be near me. Live there with your children and your grandchildren, as well as your flocks, your herds, and everything you have. I will provide for you in Egypt, since there will be 5 more years of famine. Then you, your family, and all who belong to you won't lose everything. You and my brother Benjamin can see for yourselves that I am the one who is speaking to you. Tell my father how greatly honored I am in Egypt and about everything you have seen. Hurry and bring my father here." He threw his arms around his brother Benjamin and cried with Benjamin, who was crying on his shoulder. He kissed all his brothers and cried with them. Okay, let's stop here for a moment. What's happening? We got lots to unpack. First, Joseph reveals himself to his brothers, not with anger, but with compassion. He reminds them that he isn't there because of their evil, but because of God's plan. Second, he emphasizes that God has used their evil for good, sparing their lives and giving them an opportunity to save their family. Third, he invites his father and all of their family to come live in Egypt with him. And fourth, he sends his brothers back to tell their father that he is alive and that he should come join them in Egypt. And friends, we see something very important here. that true faith is not blind. Faith sees the reality of our situation, acknowledges it, and at the same time doesn't give up on hope. Joseph's brothers recognized their sin. They knew they needed forgiveness, and they received it. They knew they needed forgiveness, and they received it. They also realized their need for help, and they received it. Do you feel like your neediness is keeping you from experiencing God's fullness? It may be that you are not needy enough. Do you recognize your need for God? Do you acknowledge it? And do you embrace His help? That's what we see in this passage. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. Shalom.